That's a ball that's played forward towards Hamilton, as it was delivered towards husband, the left fullback, who's given it away to Keanu Over.
To play.
And Blackpool, a club that's had some great characters as their manager. That's a foul by James Milner, and dare we say it, on another day, probably Hamilton working hard to get there before James Milner.
Well, I think
little touch by Kai, and it comes towards Yates, and Matip has to stretch and make the challenge. It's beautifully done by Mane to Firmino. That's a fine piece of defending. Lovely control to just get the ball, and it's Mane. Just a good piece of defending by Turton, making sure that there was no way past.
Yeah, tried to look.
And Hamilton has the opportunity to run away at goal. He has Yates square, he goes for goal. Didn't need the man in support. It's a fine finish by Hamilton, giving Alisson no chance. And Blackpool have the lead.
Well, you have to say it's been coming. They've been dangerous in a couple of breaks, have Blackpool, and really...
Field. He's persuaded Blackpool to... Mane, splendid save by the goalkeeper. And then another outstanding stop, but the flag's up anyway against Minamino as the shot is delivered. Well, it's not him that's offside, it's a little earlier, but it's a fine stop by Maxwell to deny it back, and think sometimes there's a time and a place. Wasn't the nicest ball to him. Liverpool want a free kick. This is Marvin Pitetta and Michael Nottingham. A little clip. And Kick joins now.
Yeah, they're just getting a little bit outnumbered in midfield, Liverpool. Blackpool not shying.
Good take by Alisson under a little bit of pressure. Advanced. It's 4 in the middle. It's a lovely ball, and it's only a really good piece of defending that denies Roberto Firmino. But what lovely switch, first time ball. Won't find a red shirt. Difficult.
Yeah, the idea is a good one. Try and get it into the box early, but execution was
towards Sadio Mane. The goalkeeper will make the save as Firmino hooks towards goal. Comfortable for Max. And the strike was lovely touch by Salah. Husband flying into a challenge, and Keanu were just checking that everything's still in. Alisson has to come there, has to be careful. Well, Craig Pawson's had a little look at that. If it was anything, it looked as though it was perhaps just out Yates at the top end. Against Alisson. That's a fantastic penalty. We saw some absolute crackers in the Community Shield a week ago, and that's right up there with them from Jerry Yates. What a fine spot kick.
Well, it's not a long run up. Sometimes I do question only taking a couple of steps.
Is Minamino. That's towards Mane. Away by Husband. Mane's offside again here. And the flag will go up against him. And it's not the first time. And it's been frustrating and twisting. It comes to Keita. And it comes off the woodwork. So if the goalkeeper got a little touch on that. The referee says he doesn't. It was a fine effort.
It's a great effort from Keita.
Now Keita, it's a miscue which almost turns into a chance for Salah. And it's another piece of very good defending from Nottingham to get in the way.
Well, James Milner.
The delivery is good, and it's in, and it's beautifully done by Joel Matip. Liverpool do find a goal to get themselves back into the game, and it was beautifully done by the big man.
Well, it's a lovely ball from James Milner. We've seen him put a lot of balls in from this left-hand side, not with the same effect, though, and it's a good.
No. He does have support. That's a fine piece of defending to make sure there was no way through from Keshi Anderson, who went all the way. Who did that in a Champions League game, wasn't it, for Barcelona against towards Minamino. It comes off Sadio Mane, and it does eventually go in. It was all pinballing around the penalty area, and Sadio Mane eventually profits from it. Huge stroke of luck with the clearance striking him, and then him taking advantage of that.
Well, after a couple of ricochets, it's a simple tap-in for...
That's towards Salah. It's Keanu over, and Minamino, and in for Liverpool. Brilliantly done by Roberto Firmino. Quick feet, and Liverpool now lead.
Well, there's a little bit more intensity about Liverpool's build-up play, a little bit sharper. Put Blackpool under a little bit more pressure and making mistakes we never saw in that first 45 minutes.
Yates, and that little ricochet up. They are appealing for a penalty. In the end, they have to make do with a corner. Dan Kemp it was who picked Milner's pocket. Didn't deal with it. Mane, Keanu over, Salah for Minamino. Looking for Naby Keita, beautifully one kick. Oh. Would have been some goal, and he bent that in after winning the ball like that.
Well, he deserved to score from there, because that's
in the world though. By Liam Feeney, and then the touch was by Elliott. Origi, lovely ball, and this is Elliott. Yes. No. That's a really, really good finish. The goalkeeper frustrated, felt he could have kept it out, but Harvey Elliott gets Liverpool's fourth, and it is much more now of what you'd expect the scoreline to look like.
Well, he had an opportunity.
And Firmino's still going here, and it's Minamino.